Thank you. I am delighted to be here. And the reason we're here is because we continue to see story after story hit the headlines of members of Congress who bought or sold stock relative or related to the Silicon Valley Bank collapse. Before that, it was the invasion of Ukraine. Before that, it was COVID. Time and time again, we see reporting, and I appreciate a free press, so thank you for reporting, on places where members of Congress are buying or selling stocks associated with briefings they may have gotten, events that are occurring, and frankly speaking, whether there was any ill intention or not, the American people think it's outrageous. And as many of my colleagues have mentioned, this is about more than just stomping out impropriety. This is about stomping out even the perception of impropriety. Because the idea that we could go to a meeting with the CEO, or we could sit down in a classified briefing, and we could leave that meeting, we could leave that briefing, or we could head towards a vote and call a stockbroker and say, yeah, let's buy this, let's sell that. It just doesn't seem appropriate. And so here we are, time and time again, where we know that the American people have an ever-degrading trust in Congress, in our system, in the strength of our democracy. And this is one small way that we can say, we've heard you. We want to make sure that you know that every time we're in that briefing room, or every time we are in that classified meeting, or anytime we are going to take a vote, we are doing what we think is right. And if they agree with us or they disagree with us, that's their decision to make. But we are doing what we think is right based on the needs of our districts and our constituents, and not at all influenced by or in service to our stock portfolio. The easiest, most straightforward way to achieve this is to ban members of Congress from trading stocks. And I am so proud that we continue to have an ever-growing coalition. The bill that I lead with Congressman Chip Roy has more than 55 co-sponsors, Democrats, Republicans, across the board, geography-wise, across the board, political ideology-wise, because this common sense solution of banning members of Congress from trading stocks just makes sense. So I thank my colleagues, Democrats and Republicans, for their commitment to this principle and their desire to work together to really help take one step forward in restoring the trust that the American people deserve to have in our Congress.